Jackie, and while I'm here in California, I thought I'd take advantage of the beautiful weather and do this Cindy Crawford 1992 Pepsi ad inspired look. I had a lot of fun recreating this, and I will do a better hair tutorial back at home. I did this in like 2 seconds and my hair's just dirty and I'm just going with it, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. This was requested. I'll have the comment on screen here, and I loved this idea. I thought it was so cool, and I love doing kind of throwback looks. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, and let's get on with the makeup.
The first step for this look is to have a bit of a tan. I self-tanned with St. Tropez 3-hour mousse. I had it on just for an hour and I dabbed some onto my skin so I have more of a glow than normal. And to prep the skin for makeup, go in with a skin smoothing primer. I'm using Benefit POREfessional primer. I love this primer, it feels so nice on the skin. And now for foundation, I'm just using a BB cream because I don't need much coverage today, but you could use a higher coverage foundation if needed for a more flawless base. Once the BB cream is blended into the skin and brought down the neck, it's time to highlight and conceal. I'm going in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in a lighter shade, and I'm dotting this underneath my eyes as well as around my nose, on the tip of my nose, and bridge, forehead, and chin. And again, I'm just going to blend away. I'm blending in with a slightly damp beauty blender. I finally got a new one because my old one was gross, and I'm also adding some highlight to my Cupid's bow. Here I'm using Absolute Cosmetics Afterglow. This is a liquid illuminator and it has a really pretty golden rosy sheen to it. So I applied some to the back of my hand, and then with a stippling brush, I'm adding this along my cheekbones, chin, and forehead just really subtly. And before I complete the face makeup, I'm just adding a lip balm to make sure my lips are moisturized. Set the face makeup with the translucent powder, and for bronzer I'm using the Laguna bronzer by NARS in a 3 motion to the face, so on the forehead, underneath the cheekbone, as well as under the jawline and slightly down the neck, and we're also going to stipple this all over the skin for an overall sun-kissed look. Using the same bronzer, I am going to start out my contour for my nose, so I'm creating a shadow from in between my eyebrows, and then I'm also sculpting out the tip. I will go in with a matte ashy brown to make it look more like shadows, but this is how I'm starting it out. And moving on to the cheeks, I'm using COVERGIRL Trublend contour palette, and I'm using the center shade. I really like this for contouring the cheeks, and with a stippling brush, I'm creating a hollow from the cheekbone to a little bit downward, and I'm making sure to keep it still high and really blend. And for the nose contour, you can use the same cream contour, but I prefer to use a powder on my nose, so I'm using the shade Nudie from Too Faced. And once I've mapped out how I want the nose to look, I am going to go in with a highlighting powder, and I'm going to add this on the sides of my nose to slim it down. It gives the illusion of a less wide nose bridge, so that's what I'm doing, inspired by Cindy, and just having more structure to the center of your face does look a lot more model-like. And that highlight shade I was just using is from the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I'm using the shade White Peach. I actually use this a lot for the highlight with my nose contour, and I'm also taking the shadow and applying it to my chin as well as underneath my eyes a little bit and my forehead, just to pick up that highlight a little bit more. Final step for getting this sun-kissed supermodel skin, we're going to use Exposed by Tarte, which is a really pretty medium toned blush, and I'm applying this again to the apples of my cheeks and just from that contour. Add touches to the forehead, tip of nose, and chin as well. Now that we have a nice balance of color and bronze to the face for a very healthy look, it's time for brows. I'm using this Chella brow pencil, and I totally forgot about it, but it's a really great product, and we're going to create dark sculpted brows. Her shape is slightly arched and they are filled in quite heavily, so make sure that they don't look too sparse. And then it's time for the eyes, so you can prep your lids with eyeshadow primer if you need to. And for the rest of the look, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I love this palette. It smells amazing, not overhyped in my opinion. I reach for this palette every day. But first I'm taking the shade Puree, and I'm taking this slightly above my crease in a rounded shape, and then I'm tapering it out into a V and blending onto the lid. Take Puree underneath the bottom lash line, extending to the V as well. For a pop of warmth, I'm using Candied Peach in the center of the crease there, and just blending back and forth. With the soft peach shade, also bring this underneath the bottom lash line in the center. And now I'm going in with Summer Yum, which is a richer brown that has more of an orangey undertone to it, and I'm going to Do the same steps, so I'm just applying this into the crease, but I'm keeping it a little bit more concentrated and less blended out for some more definition. Onto the brow bone, I'm going in with Peaches and Cream, which is a matte, just neutral shade, and I'm applying this to the brow bone and toning down the orangier shades. And then right at the top of the brow bone, I'm going in with White Peach for a stronger pop for a highlight. Clean up the lid with Peaches and Cream before adding Charmed I'm Sure, a deeper brown, into the inner and outer crease. Using a super precise brush, I'm packing on the shadow for a soft but distinct rounded crease shadow. Also blend the brown onto the top lash line and smoke out the bottom lashes. This look is a mix of creating a soft, smoky look while still having that 60s inspired bold crease. So I'm going back and forth with my blending brushes and smooth over the lid with Peaches and Cream one more time. And finally, let's deepen up the shadow with Tempting, a black shadow, on a small brush. And I actually dipped this brush in MAC Fix Plus for an easy to apply shadow liner. Focus the black on the outer portion of the upper and lower lash line. Next, just curl your lashes and apply your favorite mascara. One of my favorites is definitely Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and apply to the upper and lower lashes. To get that sexy, smoldering look, add in some black liner. I'm obsessed with this one by The Body Shop. It's so easy to blend. It stays. I love it. So I'm applying it to the bottom waterline about halfway, and then also tight lining my eye and making sure to smudge it into the bottom lash line so it's a bit deeper. I will show you guys the complete look with a pair of fluttery lashes, but let's jump right into the lip combo if you want to keep the eyes looking a bit more natural. Go in and line your lips with MAC's Double Time lip liner. I love this lip liner, especially with this lipstick. This is Runaway Hit. It's a retro matte. So nice. I get so many compliments when I wear this lip combo together, and they're comfortable to wear. And it really is a perfect shade for the Cindy look. And next, I just took a bit of a brightening powder and I applied it to the center of my lip so they looked a bit more plump. And now for the lashes, go in with a pair that flutter outwards. This will really help with making the eyes appear more sexy and smoldering like Cindy. For the famous beauty mark, I'm taking my brow pencil and I'm creating just a dot above my lip, and then I'm adding in this CoverGirl liquid eyeliner and just doing a smaller dot for some dimension, and there is the completed look. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you love this makeup look as much as I do. I feel so good in it. And now just for the hair, we're gonna add lots of volume, and I'll show you the little outfit I put together, and we'll look all Cindy Crawford in the Pepsi commercial. This hair is easy and simple, and the shorter the hair, the easier it is to get volume. So if you do have hair shorter than mine, it's a plus. First, comb out your hair and apply a root boosting spray, like my favorite, the Living Proof Dry Volume Blast, to add some lift, and you can get this one at Sephora. Next, heat protectant. I love this one by Paul Mitchell because it doesn't weigh the hair down or make it wet before you have to go in and curl your hair. And I'll be using the InStyler today, and as it's heating up, I'm just adding some slight teasing around my part. As you guys know, I'm pretty lazy about teasing, and I rely more on product to get volume and movement. I love my Pantene air spray, and I'm finger combing my hair backwards and spraying in spurts with the air spray to hold the shape, and I'm fixing up once this is in the shape I want it with a bit of teasing to make sure it's locked in place. Now with my InStyler, I actually use this a lot when I just want to curve in my layers and just clamp around a 1-inch section, and then it'll create a curl for you. Tease the bottom if you want full looking hair, and repeat playing with the texture and the volume. You can always go in and add more spray and more teasing. And there is my complete, quick and easy Cindy inspired 90s supermodel hair. And finally, the iconic outfit. Cindy's commercial was filmed at the Halfway Cafe, but I love this vintage gas station in the farmer's market near the Grove in LA, so that's where I am right now if you're wondering. And my high-waisted jean shorts are from Garage. White simple bodysuit from Aritzia. And we can't forget big silver hoop earrings. I got mine from Claire's, and in the beginning of the video, Cindy does wear some dark sunglasses, but I'm just wearing some fun pink ones. Thanks Matt Teen from POREfessional for helping me film, and here's an outtake.
3, 2, 1.
I can't.
We good.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and if you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my tutorials. Also, if you like this kind of vintage feel, then I have more throwback tutorials. You could check out my Brooke Shields and Blue Lagoon makeup look. It's very natural and minimalistic. Well, actually, I use a ton of products, but to get a natural look. And then I also have Bridget Bardot with a big bun, so all those will be listed in the down bar, and you can also find all the products used and my links to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and I also have a Kick bot. So make sure you check it out, and I will see you guys in my next video.